We live in rapidly changing times. There's much virtue signalling and many bandwagons are being leapt upon. And the latest group of companies to join in are television providers. Satellite TV and streaming services will begin to include warnings at the start of older films, lest we, the viewer, see something that causes us to wave our arms in the air and run around screaming. Films reflect the time when they were made, so older movies will seem problematic in the modern world. For example, if you take the 1941 film Dumbo by Disney, at the beginning of that, there are a group of faceless African Americans toiling away. So that hasn't aged particularly well. Also, I don't really know what the message is with Dumbo. It appears to be, if you're having trouble fulfilling your potential, get blind drunk and see if you can fly. But I was shocked to see that two of my all-time favourite films have been put onto this list, so they'll need to have a warning. They're both from the 1980s, and first up is The Goonies. This near-perfect family classic is apparently problematic because of one character, Data. The complaint against this character is that he's obsessed with technology and has a stereotypical Asian accent. But at the end of the film, you see his family have emigrated to America, so it makes sense he wouldn't sound like an American. And the technology thing, yes, it is a stereotype, but is it really hurtful? Because I noticed no one complained about the fat shaming done to Chunk doing the truffle shuffle, and no one seems to complain about a physically deformed man locked in a makeshift fucking dungeon. And the other film that's going to have to carry this warning? Possibly the greatest sci-fi horror film ever made, Aliens. So what is deemed to be offensive about this film? Well, it concerns the female characters. First of all, the Marine, Private Vasquez. In the film, Vasquez is a machine gun wielding badass. The problem is the actress who played her is called Jeanette Goldstein, so not a particularly Hispanic name. For the role, the actress wore fake tan and dyed her hair black to appear more Hispanic. But I really don't see the problem, because acting is essentially pretending to be someone else. It's worth mentioning that when Chris Pratt first appeared in the Jurassic World movies, people complained he was wearing blackface. These are the people who don't appear to understand that whatever the colour of your skin, if you spend time in the sun, you'll get a tan. Eddie Murphy has done countless films where he plays all of the characters, and all of the films are spectacularly unfunny, but no one's complained about that. And it's not like there were any harmful stereotypes in Aliens. If Vasquez had been wearing a sombrero and being followed by a fucking mariachi band, then fair enough. But none of that happened. She was just strangely attractive. But the real villain in Aliens is apparently the lead character, Ripley, portrayed by Sigourney Weaver. The alleged problem is the relationship which Ripley has with Bishop, the android or synthetic human. Because people who are offended by everything are saying the derogatory manner with which she speaks to the android is equivalent to technological apartheid. Yes, that's the world we're living in. So why would Ripley have a problem with the synthetic? Well, in the first Alien film, the android, played by the late Ian Holm, went berserk and tried to kill her, so it's understandable that character would have a problem with an android. If your only experience with something is that it tries to brutally murder you, you will be somewhat wary. To be honest, I'm surprised that those of a social justice warrior persuasion weren't upset about more things in Aliens. The humans commit genocide by nuking the planet, and then Ripley kills the Queen so the xenomorphs can't breed anymore. Xenomorph lives matter! In the movie, you've got Vasquez, you've got Newt, the little girl. They mostly come at night. Mostly. A female child who survived on her own and ends up commanding the Marines. And of course Ripley. This movie is all about powerful women. So why put a warning on it? Why not just put a warning on before every film, every TV programme, every radio show? Because for everything that's created, there's some prick who'll be offended by it. What a load of utter bollocks. Thanks for watching.